Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is the daily close for Bitcoin to see today what happened and what it might happen next. So basically we're gonna dive a little bit in the 1 hour and 15-minute chart to see what happened here. We have a 1, 2 and the 3. The wave 3 somehow has unfolded inside this area here, finishing of course a wave 3, and finally we said of course if we don't want to be corrective here in a wave Y, we would like to see one more wave 4 and a 5, and this is exactly what we get. We got a wave 4 and a 5 to finish a wave 1 here, and that because internally on the 15-minute chart with the micro level here we can see of course that we had an issue inside this wave 3 where we had to count 1 2 3 4 and a 5 for a wave 3 here after a 1 2, finishing of course a wave 4 and a 5, and with it we had finished of course a wave 3 in the yellow scenario, and finally of course finalizing this impulse with a wave 4 and a 5. So basically everything as explained before, the market was a little bit confused in this area, and we were still of course wondering what is gonna happen next during this long range as well, which it is looking like a little bit long for a wave 2 here in case of alternation, right? So but basically the time has never been in validation. It can still be of course, and if we take a look of course at it on the 1 hour chart, so it's still looking like a very nice impulse, so it's not that bad I would say. And the timing, it is true very long, but it's not an invalidation. So what we see right now after this wave 5, we have of course on the micro level an impulse toward the downside. As expected, we are expecting here an A, B and a C. So let's go back at the 1 hour chart and remove the micro, and therefore explained already. So what happened here? So now we see this count wave 1, we have an A, B and a C toward the downside. Basically the wave 2 need at least the 0.38 fib time to unfold here, and it might need of course at least also the fib level 0.38 as well, which is 104k 600. So we would like to see at least an A, B and a C here unfolding to reach this fib time and this fib level. We're gonna see how this is going to unfold. Maybe we're gonna still need a little bit longer wave B here. This wave B I think is still very shallow. We might still see somehow like 3 waves toward the upside, and therefore a wave C downward. Now basically it can be even like an ABC finishing over there 3 waves and having another 3 waves, and then 1 2 3 4 5 towards the downside to hit the perfect time for wave 2, which is the 0.618, and maybe even a little bit deeper than 0.38. So in general we are looking of course right now for a correction, but I would say the direction of the market has been confirmed toward the upside, and we are looking basically now for any kind of 3 waves to finish around this area 104k 600, and it can be of course maybe a bigger and longer in time of course correction that it might hit around the 0.618 and dive a little bit deeper rather than just 104k. Now the perfect fib levels of course for wave 2 in the golden box are around the 100k, which is again the most psychological number. This psychological number has been playing already also there, where we see of course this low from the previous correction, the big correction that we got, and we have stopped around the 100k and then start the move toward the upside again. Would this happen again in this area? Well, probably can be, but I think that since the market has a range so much here in time, and I think that the move toward the downside might be a little bit fast. So I'm expecting a little bit a faster wave 2 to be done and finished there, and that we move of course toward the upside after all. So yeah, basically this is what we got. We got a clearer answer today in the morning. We said of course if we don't take this low, therefore you can expect still a little bit higher prices for a wave 5 to be extended in diagonal, for example, or it can be an impulse. Also in the intraday, we didn't saw the price yet taken, but now we see it perfectly taken as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse wave A, having wave B, and then continuation probably towards the downside. Maybe you can still have one more high for a wave B before you move for a wave C. But in general, right now we are in correction, guys. We're gonna need until the 2nd, which is Wednesday, 2nd of July minimum to finish this correction. Okay, so this is basically for Bitcoin for the daily close. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.